Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another Final Fantasy Perfections video. We've got quite a lot here, including banner news, and also a conclusion regarding some drama in terms of Brave Extras. So anyways, let's talk about the two new units now. One of them isn't actually called anything in their base form, it looks like, for Veritas, but I believe it should change, because she does have a Brave Shift form. Okay, there it is. Veritas of the Bolt. So unfortunately, the other guy, Veritas of the Frost, does not have a Brave Shift form, but it kind of makes sense. But at the same time, as nice as it is finally to have a Veritas of Frost in here, I was just still hoping that it was going to be the original from the story. They came out from the story, you know, where he has like feathers or something on his shoulders or something, you know. I was hoping if it was going to be that version and not this, like reimagining, I guess, or something. But yeah, well. I guess it's here. He's here, so he does have some decent ice support abilities and things like that. It's good, and we also have Sakura and also Veritas of the Bolt, which is, you know, the same unit. But for her, nothing really too special about her, unfortunately. But Veritas of the Frost at least is pretty good for ice supporting. Even on global standards, he has a field effect on a cooldown. Not on like you don't have to summon anything or use an LB. You just use a cooldown and you get a field effect. Pretty good, and you know, like I said, he is pretty good for ice support and things like that. So, anyways, here is the conclusion to what happened for Dark Visions. In the light of the feedback concerning the previous Dark Visions event, we'd like to provide further details as well as updates on the issue. In the previous version of the game, we have confirmed the existence of an issue wherein higher scores than intended could be achieved by bringing an extra party member. As the issue was made possible due to a system oversight, we chose not to enact disciplinary measures for the exploitation of said issue. However, we received feedback from concerned players on the gravity of this decision and will consider them moving forward. Yeah, I bet you did. Letting cheaters go free and you know, people that are doing things that you really shouldn't be doing. But since they didn't do anything about it that time, hopefully in the future if there's a real big cheat, because I guess it's disputed if this is a cheat or not. Let's just leave it at that. It's kind of disputed. Either you're on the side that you think it's cheating, or you're on the side that you think it's not cheating. It's fine either way. But we're past that now. We're on this issue now. So the issue has been fixed with a version update on March 23rd. However, to ensure the fairness of the content, we are currently carrying out additional investigations by probably one person, to prevent similar issues from occurring. To ensure fairness for all next Dark Vision event while investigating is being conducted, we will be changing the reward structure for the Dark Vision event set for April. All users who participate in Dark Vision's event during April will receive the same rewards regardless of achieved rank. The milestone rewards will be revamped to better reward players who obtain higher scores. This is a temporary change and we intend to return to the normal format for Dark Vision's events and our investigations are concluded. So actually, it's not over. I thought this would be it. But the drama is not over yet, guys. Well, it pretty much is. And then nothing else really interesting for that part. And then lastly, should players intentionally attempt to gain an unfair advantage through exploitation of a in the future, we'll consider taking disciplinary measures such as resetting achieved scores or account bans. So, just play Dark Visions fairly well in exploitation, even if they don't say anything. Just play it fairly. Give everybody a chance to rank up just as well as the next person next to you can rank up to the rank 1 score. So, there we go. That last part is what we really wanted to hear. At least I wanted to hear it. So, anyways, here is that lapis thing that I talked about a few days ago, or probably last week. I don't know when it was, but I made a video about talking about lots of lapis coming, and here's all the lapis. But are you going to be able to beat it in 25 turns on global? Maybe. If you have Ibarra, you might actually be able to beat this with a slow team. On global, we have characters that are a lot, you know, built for longer trials and things like Sylvie. Or on JP, everything. I hate it, and I really hope that they change this soon. A lot of units on JP are basically built for Dark Visions, or things that you're supposed to be beating as quickly as possible. And in this, you kind of have to take a little bit slower because it's a long trial of 3 battles. Now, this one is actually really hard, but from what I saw, like there's ones that are coming out later that are a lot easier to one shot. I saw the OG Cloud upgrades. He can one shot the second wave of the Thunder one, which is interesting. That I saw. Anyways, so it's gonna be I think it's like two. It's two. It's Soul and Dark Elf, and then Behemoth, and then Bahamut at the end. So this is not something that a new player is gonna be able to beat. Definitely not. Even with a friend, you can't beat it without a hard amount of content there. So if you've been looking forward to hard content, this is probably it for you. You might not even be able to beat this on the first day, depending on what you have. If you have Ibarra at like EX3 and you find an EX3 friend and you have dark support and things like that, you may be able to beat it on the first day, like Melissa or something. But anyways, we have Dark Fiend and Soul crowns. I don't know. I might just skip this because they have a page for their awakening stuff as well, so there's really no point in looking at this. And more Dark Lineage. There's free Lapis in there for you guys. That's really easy, as you guys can see. So their vision card is trash. These vision cards are just not very good. I'm just going to come out bluntly and say it. These vision cards are trash. I understand that they would be really nice for new players at least, but new players are probably not going to be pulling on this banner. The card stats are not very good, and you're losing out on a lot of stats. The 500 flat, attacker magic on vision cards and things like that, because the killers, and even the only one that's actually interesting is the Avian one. And what? I don't know why this is here, but anyways, oh, Sakura or Roka. Okay, so they're just putting there, and again, just to be factual, so you can get this from Sakura as well. I don't think this was on the JB version, but okay. Anyways, this card everybody probably wants to know about. Is it good? Well, we don't. I mean, we pretty much know exactly what it is. You get a amount of killers on that second one. And hopefully it's better than the one that gave killers last time, because it wasn't worth it. But this one is pretty decent. If you have the A2 or 2B materia that gives 50% chain cap, I guess this is okay because it gives another 50%. I feel like this is the only reason why they're doing this, just to make people cope with that they got those materials and they really aren't useful. But with some cards, because there are some cards out there that only have 50%, and then you equip that, and then you equip this, and you have 100%. I feel like that's the only thing. They could have just, gave it 100, but whatever. If they gave us 100% chain cap, this would probably be a lot better, but this card's not that amazing at first glance. And I feel like the cards are not as valuable now that we have the premium vision cards that you might get eventually that have much higher stats and can be equipped by a lot of characters and things. So I just noticed that this card doesn't have any restrictions on it at all. Pretty interesting. So this may be a card that may be valuable to you if you don't like restrictions on cards. This one doesn't have any at all. There's no FFBE restriction at all. So pretty cool. But I'd be very wary of pulling because there's going to be a live stream on the 9th, which will probably reveal something. So probably another global unit. So make sure to stay tuned for that. And I just wouldn't put this in here just to point and laugh. Haha. Look at these cope leader skills. Yeah, not very useful. Don't worry about them. And Dark Fiend and Soul's crowns, they are quite good. Unfortunately, since they're like a really old unit, like really old, they're not getting 150% amp, sadly. But they are quite powerful. They are quite strong. They're quite good now. And okay, so now we're getting these equipment in here. I believe. I don't think anything's changing on them, but you're able to get these equipment and get all these things on here, and I think that's pretty cool. I don't know. I actually don't know if they're being changed or not, but if they are, that's pretty good. I mean, I remember using the hammer quite a bit. It has pretty good stats for a tank on it, and also resistances, so it's pretty decent. I don't remember using the other stuff, but anyways, oh, whoops, there's still one more thing. Sorry about that, guys. So there is Chizuru in here, and there's also an STMR fodder unit, and Regina, and also a unit that you may have like a million of. And this one. You may have like a trillion of this one by now, but there is Ricard and Wyvern for his STMR and Vision card. There is Regina. There is Chizuru for people who still don't have Chizuru, so there's a possibility of getting Chizuru this week. Hopefully you guys will get her if you don't have her and you've been hoping to get her eventually. Hopefully she'll drop for you. There is also Furion, the 5-star Furion for his STMR, still very valuable. A lot of killers on that. Alright, that's going to be it. Now I think we're done. Okay, no, we're not done. Okay, there's shards in here, but don't pull. Wait for a review if you're really interested in pulling, but just wait for the review. And we're not going to... There's shard beam. Anyways, this video is already way too long for a news video. Thank you guys very much for watching. Appreciate you. Hopefully, now the Dark Visions drama will be ended. Don't cheat or use exploitation in the future, even if they don't say anything, because now they said that they may punish you for doing so. So that makes you have to pay attention to the rules of the game. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.